and a gay couple that resembled the most progressive ventriloquist act of all time.
It's a thing of almost a civil partnership isn't good enough to be a marriage. And even we have this conversation a lot with people and we say, we're getting married.
Thing is, all these gay couples look alike to me. I mean, look at this gay couple.
Why should we not be equal to anybody else?
Just the same as this gay couple.
People say gay marriage. It isn't gay marriage, it's just marriage.
And this gay couple.
It's about dignity for lesbian and gay people.
I thought they liked diversity. They all look the same. Even Hugh Edwards doesn't seem to think they're all that.
You've got a stable relationship, 5 kids. What's the big deal?
Of course, it's not just MPs who take a view on gay marriage, other humans do too. The new Archbishop of Canterbury, seen here passing his initiation test by pointing to where God lives, is opposed to it, whereas this northern fisherman thinks it's fine.
My brother was gay, so I don't object to it, and I loved him.
This guy doesn't believe in it.
Based on my Christian beliefs, I don't agree with gay marriages at all.
And some couples aren't that impressed, actually, are they, love?
We're not that impressed, actually. Are we, love?
Oh, marriage.
As the Pink Mageddon vote approached, the news cameras were pointing at the Commons.
With the gay floodgates about to open, traditional values were already slipping. Trendy progressive Channel 4 News sent Alex Thompson to cruise for reaction live from a gay bar with a pint in his hand.
We're live in a Soho bar.
Yes, we're in the Rupert Street Bar in central London, where we'll be talking to gay men and getting their reaction.
Finally, after all the debate, the MPs cast their vote.
Tonight at 10, plans to allow gay couples to marry have been approved by MPs.
And then the vote passed, thereby paving the way for same-sex unions and causing the world to end, which is why you didn't see this. Love in all its guises can be terribly complex, but what better way to contemplate love than via the medium of poetry? Here's topical poet Tim Key.
This is a poem about love. I'm in love with a girl, but I'll never have her. I will never have her. Or at least it's statistically unlikely. Because she is extremely pretty. And because I only saw her on the telly in the crowd at the US Open. She looked like she had a fella. She had her hand on a fella's leg. Love can be a little bit of a fucker.
We don't trust the human heart to make romantic decisions on its own anymore, and why should we now we've got technology? These days, people meet using online dating algorithms, they flirt over Twitter, swap mucky photos via 4G, and have full sexual intercourse with microwave ovens. They absolutely do. But TV isn't quite as sophisticated as that. It tries to pair people off using sheer weight of numbers alone.
Consider the phenomenal Take Me Out, which opens with Paddy McGuinness sliding down a pipe like a cheeky showbiz turd before summoning 30 girls into our dimension via a kind of instant hen night dispenser.
It's a simple test to see if they can navigate stairs, which they don't always pass. Why you? Because there's no God, that's why you. There's no God and we're all gonna die, OK? You happy now? Get on with your dating show. Hope you meet someone nice.
The titted jury then assumes the position behind 30 neon podiums in scenes resembling a Baz Luhrmann remake of the Nuremberg trials.
Then McGuinness delivers his trademark Let the X, See the Y catchphrase.
Let the Saturday night see the fever.
Next, a mammal is delivered down the chute and encouraged to perform basic tricks for the girls to scrutinise.
Evening, ladies. My name's William and I'm from Carmarthen.
The jurors then make yes or no snap judgments based on their appearance.
The hive mind is displeased by your baldness. They're also shown backstory VT, so even those who've been defeated by stairs can judge the men's lifestyle.
I'm really lucky as I'm a professional footballer. Getting paid to play is unbelievable.
I can't think of anything worse than a football.
What about a footballer up some stairs?
Less popular is Sky's existentially terrifying Love Machine, fronted by barking obelisk Chris Moyles and Peggy from Heidi High.
Impossibly, it's actually less intellectually nourishing than Take Me Out and establishes itself from the very start as a show for the easily pleased.
Hello, welcome to the Love Machine on Sky Living HD. Look, it's Stacey Solomon, everybody.
Thank you, that's our level calibrated. You may now proceed.
The love machine of the title resembles a sort of gigantic phone dial from which choosy contestants pick potential shags while the audience moos encouragement.
Since the prospective f***s aren't allowed to speak during the selection process, it looks exactly like what will happen in the near future when you can go into a sex android showroom to choose this year's model.
I don't like his jacket.
OK. Well, do you know what? He can always take it off. It's not sellotape to him.
It's in my mind now. I won't forget it.
Both his ears pierced. Is that... Any opinion about that?
It's a bit too much for me, that.
You're not feeling it, are you?
I'm sorry, no.
If they decide they actually like the look of one...
Yeah, he's fit.
Oh, OK. That's good.
The genitals humanoid in question is downloaded from the machine for a closer look.
He stood in front of you. You picked him out the wheel. He's good height as well.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what? This is actually a more rigorous meat inspection than the Food Standards Agency's managed recently. The love machine's hardly scientific. You'd probably have about as much chance of producing a mate by holding a karaoke contest and copping off with whoever had the best voice. Fortunately, there's a show where exactly that happens too.
This is Sing Date, where people look for love by singing to each other.
Why?
Sing Date is yet another weird televised method of choosing a life partner. In it, a music-mad singleton sifts through a stack of videos of other music-mad singletons crooning into their laptops like hostages forced to entertain their captors at gunpoint.
It's time to start Joy's search for love. On the Sing Date site, a medley of men are ready to serenade her.
There's no need to... Where is he? He looks like he's in some kind of a closet.
They then choose 3 potential suitors from the crap heap.
Joy's first choice is Stuart.
Stuart was quite interesting, actually. He was very clean cut. Let's dance. I love the way he danced. Very, very good voice indeed. And I love his movements. And I just think he'd be just so much fun.
They then perform a live duet with each of them in turn to see if it sparks love.
I know this love we share was meant to be. Oh no, I knew you were waiting. I knew you were waiting. I knew you were waiting. I knew you were waiting for me.
Then she has to pick one, just one, based on the sound of their voice and whatever decor she can spot in the background, before inviting them into the studio for the grand finale, in which they serenade each other in scenes which closely resemble a sort of amateur restaging of a Top of the Pops 2 clip from 1989.
Great to sing with, I tell you.
So are you.
Really brilliant to sing with, thank you.
Joining me to discuss dating shows like Sing Date are stand-up Tony Law and comedian Richard Herring, who sings in women's faces during sex. Isn't that true?
I've been known to do that.
What did you make of Sing Date?
I don't like singing.
No.
At all.
Full stop?
No, I like if you go see a band or something where they're supposed to be singing, but people who just break into song, can't bear that.
But it's like singing has become the most important thing. It's like X Factor, if you can sing in that sort of karaoke way. It's not like singing, it's singing in a certain type of way. So if you can sing like that, you become very rich, and now you get to go on dates with people, whereas if you can't sing, you're not allowed to have sex anymore.
I mean, presumably the idea is that they think musical couplings always work, unlike, say, Rihanna and Chris Brown, or Phil Spector and the woman he shot.
Although, in the programme, the two people who got together were really ideal for each other.
They were,
I am
actually.
utterly convinced they went straight home and had sex with each other, and are together now, I think.
If you think singing is an unusual way to choose a partner, have a look at this. This is a new American show called The Choice. As the title suggests, it's a bit like The Voice. Celebrity bachelors select a potential partner on the sound of her voice alone.
Hey guys, so first and foremost, I can assure you that I am the best. Is that right? I am an East Coast girl at heart, but I currently live in Sin City, Nevada. I am a cocktail server on the Las Vegas Strip. I love to party, 10 seconds and have a good time.
Obviously, everyone in that looks uniquely loathsome. What did you make of that?
Well, the men are all really famous, right? And they're the last people and very rich and quite sort of good-looking and single. The last thing those blokes need is a dating show to get them more women. They're already getting plenty. It's like they're too lazy to go out and just go to a bar.
They're too lazy even to do that, even to dangle themselves out there like a maggot in a pond.
I'm a professional poker player.
To be honest, it doesn't take that much to convince men. They might as well say something like, my vagina isn't full of bees. Or even, my vagina is no longer full of bees.
But also, all the women are identical anyway.
Well, that is the thing. I mean, it is all sort of fairly identical, hot American women.
There's no jeopardy. That's what I...
There isn't any jeopardy.
Hot, damaged American women in cocktail dresses who haven't ended up in porn, then go on their show.
Well, this is the rung above porn.
Yeah. I'd feel more comfortable if the game was completely reversed, though.
What if you did a show called Glory Hole?
Yeah.
Someone has to stick their penis through, and whoever's on the other, it could be a woman, it could be a goat, it could be your dad.
Yeah. And that's it. You guys are going on a date.
Yeah. And you have
I know what Dad's like, so I'll probably be an okay date.
Oh, great. I love Dad's favourite restaurant.
Yeah.
There was this king bloke called Richard III who died ages ago, and no one knew where he was. But then they found him again. He'd been hiding in the ground, which kings don't normally do. There was this really interesting thing all about it, sort of like CSI, but in Leicester. And with this man from Horrible Histories and a woman who's in love with King Richard, even though he's dead, like Demi Moore in Ghost. It was brilliant.
It's all quite clinical, isn't it, all sort of laid out like this?
It's very clinical. It's really difficult seeing him laid out like this. Guys, I'm sorry, I can't.
People kept saying he died on the battlefield, but he didn't. He died in a car park. And the car park's only open Monday to Friday, so he must have died on a weekday. In the old paint photos, King Richard had sort of dog ears, but those had all rotted away. He turned into all bones. You could see he was like half human, half dinosaur.
Because they had his skull, they could make his whole head and show exactly what his eyebrows looked like and whether he plucked them or not, because you can tell that from a skull. What's weird is the likeness that they made looks like what they thought he would have looked like anyway, but that just shows how accurate the plasticine stuff is.
This is an historic moment in the story of Leicester.
It's really put Leicester on the map. The only person they'd found there before was Gary Lineker, but his skeleton's still in his body, and he only spends some of his time in car parks.
Nutrition, and a yoghurt company employs shocking emotional blackmail to shift units.
Last year, my mum fell badly. She was stuck at home for months. She knew calcium was important, so I thought she was taking good care of her bones.
Your mum took care of my bone.
I just didn't get it.
Your mum did.
But what I've just learned is that vitamin D is also very important on top. It helps the body absorb and use calcium.
Oh, that's a good graph. I mean, look at that. That is exactly how vitamin D works.
It really made me think.
Yeah, it made you think, I'll use Mum's accident to flog some f***ing yoghurt. Food! And in a tempestuous time for supermarkets, Tesco withdraws horse-contaminated burgers, Aldi is tainted by Dobbin-flavoured lasagna, and in harrowing and surprising scenes, Morrison's meat counter suffers a terrible ant infestation.
Hi, Anthony. Can I call you Anthony? You certainly can.
Have you seen that knife? I'd call him Sir.
Good point.
The food is lovingly presented, and Ant and Dec come across as likeably as ever, but they're an odd choice, really, to front a food campaign.
There you go, I've scored it for you. Just rub in some salt for some lovely crackling.
I mean, the last time I saw them on television cheerfully encouraging someone to eat something, it wasn't quite such an appetising scene.
It's deep-fried camel penis.
Yes, I'm a Celebrity doesn't look quite so gut-wrenching now we've all been eating unidentified creature.
Get it down your neck, it's hardly a Findus lasagna.
Oh!
Disgusting. Well, that's about all we've got time for this week. I hope you can handle that. Until next time, go away.